How's it going, everybody? I am the Texas Man. I hope you guys are all having a spectacular day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And also do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or live streams coming out here on the channel. Also, make sure you guys head over to Twitch. Follow me at Douglas447. Again, that's Douglas447. No spaces, no caps. And I'm going to be doing some streams and whatnot for you guys. Make sure you guys follow me, even if there's no replays for you guys. Make sure you guys head over there. I am still going to be streaming here on YouTube, and I'm still uploading here, so I'm not ditching my YouTube channel. This is still my primary goal. I'm just using Twitch a little bit more for you guys to have some other cool content. So with that, let's talk about the film, Meet the Robinsons. This is, of course, on Disney Plus, and you can get it on DVD and Blu-ray and other digital outlets. And this film came out in 2007. And because of COVID-19, I've been watching a lot of films, and some of them I've decided to review for you guys here on my channel. So I've never seen this movie. I know that might be as a shocker. I know for a fact that a lot of people have said, why haven't you seen this movie? Meet the Robinsons is an amazing movie. It's almost a classic. It's an animated, good film. You've got to see it. And I've watched the trailers, I've seen clips and whatnot, and I'm just like, the movie trailers and advertising and whatnot just didn't interest me. I didn't care to see this movie. I was so wrong in that opinion. Watch this movie. This is a must-watch film. If you haven't seen Meet the Robinsons, you are missing out on a really good movie. This movie has problems, and we'll get into those negatives later on in this video. But this honestly was a really good movie. It was a good hour and 36 minutes of my life. So, first of all, I enjoyed the character Lewis from the film's beginning all the way to the ending. Lewis was an amazing character, one of the best animated characters I think I've ever seen in a long time. This is a really cool time travel adventure for the entire family to enjoy. Anyone can find something in this film and they will enjoy it. Also, this film has a really fantastic villain that is both funny, creepy, and villainous. And at the end of the film, you actually feel sad for him in the ending because his motives were based on false information. And so when the ending does come around, you're like, wow, maybe not all villains are bad. Maybe they just feel left out and they just want what heroes have. And it's one of those really cool, like, is the villain really the villain kind of scenario. Also, a T-Rex shows up in this film. Love the T-Rex. This film is filled with a lot of jokes. Most of them are funny. There are some that are kind of absurd, but the absurd jokes were really good. Uh, Funny though that the Robinsons family garden looks a lot like an Alice in Wonderland maze. like, for those of you who have seen this film and remember that scene, please let me know because I felt like the garden for the Robinson family looked like something from Alice in Wonderland. Like, I was watching this, I'm like, all they gotta do is make these look like hearts, and I'm like, this would just be perfect for the Queen of Hearts little maze that Alice travels in. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but it looks so similar. Learning about who the villain actually is from the future and that what the villain's motives are was really cool to discover and why he's doing what he's doing. And then figuring out what Lewis will do and what it will do to the future and what events it's going to set in motion based on one invention was really cool to see. So, like I said, this is a time travel adventure, and it's really cool, especially the last 10 to 15 minutes, seeing how everything interconnects and comes together in a head was really awesome. And honestly, this is a really good story. It focuses a lot on family and that revenge is not always the best way to get what you want in life. With that said, though, there are a couple negatives I have to talk about in this film. First of all, I hated the mind control frog minion thingy in this film. It really drove me up a wall. It was just stupid. Um, Constantly just repeating what the villain was saying was just a waste of time, in my opinion. The whole big notion of, keep moving forward in life and keep moving forward, you'll succeed eventually. It was really cool, but I feel like it was overdone in this film and irritating. I understand that keep moving forward was something that Walt Disney said when he was alive, and I understand that was kind of like one of his, quotes and mottos. And I can respect that and that being in this film and them using that. But there is a certain point where it's like, okay, you are beating a dead horse with this message. Can you word it some way differently, please? Something. Also, the opening scene reminds me so much of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, where someone leaves a little boy at a doorstep of an orphanage, and he grows up, and eventually in the future he will do something spectacular that changes the world. Lewis and Harry Potter are very similar in those aspects. I just couldn't escape that fact. Okay. Also, the animation in this film constantly goes from amazing to great to okay, and then it goes back to good. And it's like you can tell that at certain points in the film, the fluctuation in the animation style, it's like they didn't have enough money to keep it consistently at one level. Another negative, like this film, like I said, is an hour and 36 minutes long. It takes over 25 minutes before the main plot takes place. Like the first 25 minutes is just events happening, character introductions. It takes 25 minutes before the time travel adventure, the movie that you actually want to see, happens. Also, I don't understand why the Robinsons have a really creepy blue-eyed C-3PO. I don't know what his name is. I just kept calling him C-3PO when I was watching this. I'm like, oh, C-3PO's doing this now. And I'm just like, he looks like C-3PO with blue eyes. Okay, I couldn't escape it. Also in this film, constantly there are, where are you going? Who are you? What are you doing? Those type of questions are constantly asked throughout this film, and they're never answered. Like there's one point in this film that someone says like, what are you doing? And then the character replies, oh, it doesn't matter, or I don't have time to explain because I don't have time to explain. And I'm like, you have time to say I don't have time to explain because I don't have time to explain. Why can't you just explain what you're doing? I hate when films have that type of nonsense in it. Like, don't have something happening or say something or go do something and not be able to explain it to the audience that's watching your movie to understand what's going on. Also, please explain to me how frogs in this universe have the ability to talk, whether it be past or in the future. That's never explained. At least the T-Rexes don't talk, but frogs can. Makes perfect sense. There are a couple boring moments in this film. I worked honestly hard to watch this movie from start to finish without falling asleep. I kept wanting to just watch this movie, but it honestly was a struggle. Because until the first 25 minutes, I was like, this is a drag. Then after the first 25 minutes, I was really cool. But then there started to be some moments where I kept going up and down in interest level. And then finally, in like the last 20 minutes or so, when the film has that big time travel connection, weaving everything together, big epic finale kind of thing, it was really good. This film has a really bad beginning, a decent middle, and then an amazing ending. So the film does get better. So if you're watching it and you're like, okay, the first like hour and 20 minutes or so are a drag for you, I promise you the ending is worth the wait. But you might want to be doing something else while you're watching it too, because it is a bit of a drag. This film is a drag to sit through for some people, like me. But I got through it, and I really want to talk about it because I know a lot of people have been asking me to talk about this film, so I've done it. I've watched it. I will enjoy watching it again if someone wants to, but it's not going to be like, oh, I really enjoy watching Meet the Robinsons. I can't say that. So with that, guys, I'm giving the film an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have a phenomenal day. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.